She was my cook.
Time ago.
She was my cook at the Black Rock. I owned the Black Rock Saloon at the time with Joan.
Which is now?
It's just a Burning Man bar. It's like a clubhouse for them. At the time I owned it.
The Black Rock Saloon, right?
It's still called the Black Rock Saloon.
the Black Rock Saloon. Jesse, you're not listening.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So I had her as my cook, but she was getting really high all the time. And one day I just got sick of it. Actually, somebody came up to me and said, "Flash, the chicken's still bleeding."
Oh God.
So I had to go. I had to fire her, but I said, "You know something, you stupid bitch. You come in here, you're so fucking high. You can't even cook a chicken." And I want you to know it's the wrong thing to say. Never say to a woman, you know. I don't say bitch is a bad thing because it's not. Okay, because I'm a dickhead, so it doesn't matter. But never tell a woman she can't cook a chicken. They get really jerked off. It's like telling a guy you can't fix a tire. You know what I mean? The chickens are like, "You can't fix a flat tire." It's like, babe, I can fix a flat tire. All right? It's like that with the chicken with chicks, you know. Anyway, so I had to fire her ass, and it took about 3 months, and plus the fact that at the time, Joan and I had sort of split ways a little bit. There was some problems going on, and so I not only the Black Rock, but I was going for the Miners Club too at the same time.
So Joan
owed me a lot of money, and you know, I was sort of like Joan Grant was my business partner out here, and anyway, that has something to do with it, really nothing to do with it. I was walking into the Miners Club. After it was a really bad year out here where it rained and literally buses were sinking out here. And I started putting up people up overnight. We kept the bar open all night and everything, and I would pull people in off the desert. And it seemed like things were pretty quiet. So I was walking back towards the bar. The bar was packed. It's the Miners Club. And I heard that click. And I'm very familiar with guns. And I heard that click, and I looked, and I said, "You bitch!" And I hit that ground and I started to crawl. And the first 3 shots, she was locked in. So the first 2 shots were bam, bam, like that. But they hit this trailer that these kids were in, but they were already sleeping, so it hit the top of the trailer. And but at that time I was rolling on the ground. So she went from locked in to just trying to shoot a rat, you know, just bam, bam. But I got inside the door, and I actually thought that I'd got hit in the arm because it was just spurting. It was just going crazy. So I was holding my arm because I thought maybe, you know, I was just going to lose all the blood. I didn't realize that I'd gotten hit in the leg at the time. So I bust through the door of the bar, and everybody's looking at me, and I'm like bleeding. And the place is packed, and I said, if I was going to die, I was going to die like Eli Wallach. Seriously. You know, I looked at them all, and I said, "Boys, some bitch just shot me. Give me some whiskey." And they did, right? And they ran over and they grabbed a bottle of fucking Jack Daniels, and I took 2 hits of it, flopped across the freaking pool table, boom, like this, and then onto the floor, and I could all remember everybody looking down at me going, "He really did get shot." And I was bleeding. I was just spurting blood from everywhere at that point, right? And so here's the funny part.
How many places were you shot?
Well, I only got hit actually once, but like the shrapnel from the bullets hitting the dirt had hit all of my arms. So I actually thought, and it was in my face and everything. But she only hit me that once. She only got that one. She only hit me once with a .38. Well, Mary, the lady who runs the EMTs out here is this old lady named Mary, and she always hated me. In fact, one time they were having a horseshoe contest over at the fire department. And I went to buy tickets for the raffle, and she said, "Flush," something like that. I said, "Mary, do you hate me because I'm black?" She's like, anyway, the guy who runs the propane, John owns the propane company in town, but he doesn't live here, got divorced. But he came in, because he was the first one they called, right? And he came over. And he saw me on the floor. I was kind of conscious at that point. I was losing blood fast, but I was kind of conscious. And I looked at him, and he said, "Flash, Jesus." And I said, "Listen, don't touch me. I want you to," because I knew Mary was going to be right behind him. She was the head of the EMTs, right? Right. I said, "No, I want Mary. I want Mary because she hates me so much. She has no one else in this town to hate. She'll save me." And so he did. He said, "All right, if that's what you're thinking." I said, yeah, I know, because I know. Mary came in, and she goes, "You are such an asshole." I wouldn't even let him touch me. I wanted Mary because I knew Mary hated me so much she wanted me alive. Yeah. Because she had no one else to hate. Everybody else in the town loved Mary. She was like, fuck you. Seriously, yeah.
I love it, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad I finally heard the real story. It's much better than the other stories.
You know, and
There was jumping out of windows and shit, and married people. And...
oh no!
Oh,
That was
that's the other story.
No, that was okay. No, see, there was a build-up to me getting shot. Okay, all right. So here's the one. That was Alley Cat and Justin, I think it was. And I was sleeping, but I used to sleep with a gun underneath my pillow out here because, well, things were a little rough back then, right? So they wake me up early one morning. And they said to me, and I thought what they said to me was, hey, Flash, you have a gun. We want to go, you know, pistol shooting or something like that. That wasn't clear, but it sounded right to me. I said, oh, okay. Girls, I said, I got a 9mm right underneath my pillow. Yeah. I think it was just
And
incredible.
Alley Cat married Rosenberg?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So that's a good. That one about jumping out the windows. That's so.
Yeah.
So I said, well, this is a 9mm, girls. Let me. And I'm like half asleep. I had the bar open practically all night. I said, no, this is how you load it, like this. And I said, here's a couple clips. Have a good time. I had no idea what was going on, right? But what was going on is that they went out to the hot springs with this guy Bird, whose wife was extremely jealous.
Oh, fuck.
And she had gone and chased him around, and she had found out that they were out the hot springs. So by the time they got back into town, she'd pulled her car right across the road, straight across, so they couldn't get by, and started firing at him with a .22. So they ran in and got my 9mm, and they were having a run and gun battle out there in freaking Girl Eye.
Justin is incredible.
I know, you can ask her, because I knew it was Alley Cat, and I think it was Justin. I'm
I'll ask
almost
her. She'll be out here.
positive of it. She'll know.
Dirty little
She'll know.
bitches or camped where.
It's one of the dirty little bitches that was with it. It was Alley Cat and one of the others. And I couldn't believe it myself. I said, Jesus Christ, girls. I thought you were going to go target practice in.
Hey, she was.
Because they hid. What they did is they crawled in the window after a while. And they said, here's your gun back here. We got to get out of here. They're going to call the cops. We've been shooting, the girl's been shooting at us, and we've been shooting at her. I'm like, oh, John, Jesus Christ. And I got the fucking gun. I said, did you kill anybody? Because I got to know now. You know what I mean? I got the
I got
thing
the
in my
serial number right
hands.
here.
So if somebody's dead, at least let me know so I can bury the gun, will you? And then they took off. Yeah.